Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for coming out. Welcome to a new season at Aston Villa, Premier League champions Aston Villa, of course. We're very proud of that, and we're looking forward to defending our title. Now, obviously, we want to add a European crown to that as well this year. That's got to be on the agenda, and I'm sure you have some questions about how we plan on doing that. So yeah. Yes, Harry Sidebottom, British journalist. Now, Aussie, you've spent a club record £153 million this transfer window. Are you comfortable having spent such a large amount of club money? Yeah, look, I mean, it's a lot of money, there's no doubt about that. But we've got to remember that Aston Villa has more money to spend than it's ever had in its history before as well. And remember, I raised $141 million in transfer sales this window. So our net spend, I think you'll find, is actually quite modest. Yes, if I can. Now, Lionel Messi has been rather quiet in pre-season, failing to score either a goal or offer an assist. Are you concerned at all? Yeah, look, we've got to remember Leo spent 22 seasons at the same club. We have to adjust to him. He needs to adjust to us. But this is Messi. I mean, come on. I have no concerns. Yes, one more if I may, please, Aussie. What are your expectations for the season? Yeah, look, mate, I want to win. I want to win every game we play. Now, is that likely? You know, who knows? But that's what I expect. If that's all the questions we have, we do have a big game to prepare for Arsenal. So I've got to take off for that. Hi, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 80 of Raise the Holte, and welcome to a brand new season. Now, as you can see, we have already played the Community Shield. We'll get to that in just a second. We didn't win it, but it's been okay. But today, we get the season underway. Arsenal is our first game of the season. But let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at what the expectations are of the year and how pre-season went. So, in the league, we're supposed to qualify for the Europa League. Now, given that we won the thing last year, I feel like that's a little bit not ambitious enough, but, you know, makes it easier for us, doesn't it? So that's all well and good. The Champions League, they want us to reach the first knockout round. I want to go much, much further than that, I'll tell you, but we'll see how we go with that. FA Cup, make the 6th round. Of course, we won that last year as well. Very much depends on the draw and how other things are going, doesn't it, at that time? But 6th round does sound doable. Carabao Cup isn't important. It's important to us because we once again will play the academy graduates named after you guys in that and just see how far we can go. And as I said, the Community Shield, it wasn't important and it didn't quite go to plan, but we'll get, as I said, we'll review that in just a second. The Premier League, if we go and have a look at the season preview, we will see that we're 5th favourites, 5-1, which gives us a chance, doesn't it? So we'll see how we go. We don't have any players in the Dream Team, which is a little bit perhaps surprising. But, you know, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But that's how everything is shaping up there. Now, if we go and have a quick look at transfers ahead of the new season. Now, there was the transfer special last episode, of course. If you want to see how we got to here, just go and check that out. It's the last episode on the playlist. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with what we've got. I mean, the big one here, the headline is Lionel Messi, isn't it? What a player he could be for us. As I said, physically, I know he's not there. It's not going to let me do it, so we'll just click on his name. Physically, he's not there. I think our star ratings have improved, so I don't necessarily think he's gotten worse from sort of when we first signed him. I think he's still probably a 4-star player. I just think that, you know, well, he's still a 4-star player in that, well, you know, I don't think he's declined necessarily anyway. I just think that because we've signed better players, all the other players' star ratings sort of go down a little bit. Technically and mentally, this guy is still the GOAT, isn't he? It's just physically. But I think we're working with him. We're going to try and find a way to sort of blend him into the team. As you heard in the press conference, he hasn't gone to plan so far, but I'm still confident we'll find a way to make it work. Jan Forster, 73 million, potentially 99 million, but I do think he is a star of a centre-back. We spent money because we have to spend money, and I think we needed a better centre-back. I think that was one place where we lacked last year, and I do think this guy is going to be one of the keys, hopefully, to a successful season. Pedro Enrique, this guy's off on loan for this year. We won't see him this year, but I think he could well be the new Messi for us. Another wonder kid. I do love my wonder kids, don't I? But 19-year-old Brazilian, really looking forward to next season getting him in. And then Ronan Leroy, this was sort of deadline day we signed this guy. 65 million, potentially rising to 80 million. But I think as a deep-lying playmaker, a world-class midfielder, I do think he's going to be absolute quality for us. So that's who we got in. The outs, Carlos Elena, he was always a backup. He's gone off to Watford. Dominik Livakovic, we're putting our faith in Mosley this year, so he's gone off to Stade Rennes. This is just a backup guy. I don't think we ever saw him in the first team, to be honest. As we said, Pedro Henrique's gone out on loan. Ben Godfrey, we sold him off Salzburg for 10 million. Pretty good business. Mason Holgate, 50 million pounds. He's on 100 grand a week now as well. We've absolutely done Chelsea there with that one. John McGinn, I still want to cry when I see we sold him, but he wanted first team football and he just wasn't good enough for us anymore. I think real life John McGinn is probably better than football manager John McGinn, if I'm honest. And Eric Botheim, for a man that never scored goals for us, really, not consistently anyway, got some big goals, but 25 million pounds, and he's got 110 grand a week now for Swansea. So, although we spent 153 million, as I mentioned in the press conference, I did bring in 141. Our net spend was quite modest. So, yeah, I think we did really, really well in the transfer market this pre-season. And speaking of pre-season, let's have a look at how it's gone. You can see first up, the friendlies have gone quite well. Is the first thing to note from that, isn't it? First up, we played Portadown. Now, I'm pretty sure they're Northern Irish. They might be Irish, but I'm pretty sure they're Northern Irish. We were just too good for them. 7-0. Silla with 2 goals in 3 minutes. Almeida with a hat-trick. Grealish and Marin with the goals. Then we played Olympic Lyon. Roberts and Walker with the goals in this one. A good, solid 2-0 win, a 2-1 win, away from home. But this is the takeaway from this. The Walker goal. It was Scully to Turpey to Walker, to the back of the net. It was all three of you. It was brilliant. It was just a very proud moment for me. Then we played Besiktas. We absolutely dominated the first half in this game, and then we kind of clocked off. But it was Rabi Labadovic. Good thing about getting Livakovic is that I won't mispronounce him and Labadovic every time one of them has the ball. And Marin as well with the double. Got the goals in that one for us. Seattle Sounders, we dominated this game. We just couldn't find the back of the net. Rodrigo, the striker Rodrigo, got the goal. But yeah, we should have won that game by a lot more. Then we played the Philadelphia Union. Again, we dominated the game. We were a little bit better in front of goal this game, but we still struggled to convert our chances as much as I would like. Rodrigo with a double, Silla with a double in that one. Then we played Padova. This we absolutely dominated, as you would suspect. We've sort of played the first choice team in this one. The team that I sort of think is going to be our strongest, and we absolutely killed them. Rashid with a hat-trick, an own goal. Brian Carlos with a goal, which was good to see. And Alpha Silla again with the goal. Then we played Real Madrid. This was essentially the reserves, or the sort of a second-string 11. Marin and Levadovic got the goals. Now, the fact that those two are considered reserves this year lets you know roughly how good our squad is shaping up. But it was a really, really, really good performance. Then we played Liverpool in the Community Shield. What to say about this game? It was just an even game. I thought we maybe just shaded it. I thought we maybe had the better chances. Forster got man of the match, which was good to see on his debut. Messi did okay in this game, to be fair. A couple of key passes. But neither team could score, and then you can see there was barely a shot on target in the game. One shot on target in the entire game gives you roughly an idea. It was very much a pre-season rusty game. We missed the one penalty. Messi, Rodrigo, and Silla got their penalties. Almeida missed his, which hopefully is just getting that out of the way nice and early this season. Liverpool were perfect. We lost 4-3, I think it would have been, wasn't it, on 5-3 on penalties. So a little bit unlucky, but penalties are a bit of a lottery, aren't they? But overall, I thought we did okay. So let's warm up for this game against Arsenal by looking back on some of our best goals from pre-season. So there we go, some absolute crackers. And did you enjoy the Youth Academy Products goal? I love that, really, really do. Now this is the team we're sending out for our first game of the year against Arsenal. Now you'll notice there's some tactical tweaks here that we've made. So I'll go through them as we get to it. Gaz Mosley, he is the number 1 this year. Literally wears number 1 now, so that's good for him. He's going to go in goal for us. Nepo, you'll see that I don't remember if I did this last season or if I did this in pre-season, but we've switched from wing-backs to full-backs, attacking full-backs. So Nepo, we know he's class. It was a new contract in his back pocket as well, 125 grand a week. He's now on. He goes at left-back. Defender Rodrigo, Brazilian international. He's one of our 2 centre-backs for this year. Our first-choice centre-backs, I should say. And, of course, Jan Forster, who we've already seen, a ball-playing centre-back, absolute star. And Bree has to start this one, not because he's necessarily first choice, but because Kosic is still coming back from that injury. I think did he break his leg? What was his injury last year? It was something, I remember it was serious. I just can't quite remember what it was. For a broken ankle, yeah. So he's not quite ready yet. He's going to be back in about a month. So until then, Bree sort of has right back duties. Leroy, he gets the start we're going to play him as a deep line playmaker on support, which means I just want someone a little bit more defensively sound next to him, for mainly because it's Arsenal. So AR gets the start in this one. We will more than likely see Grealish and Silla in other games in this one, but for this one it's AR. Now we're going to go with Rashid on the right here. We know his quality from last year, and Rodrigo on the left. Now, we'll notice we're playing them as inside forwards. The reason for that is we have Almeida as the attacking midfielder on attack, and then Messi as a deep-lying playmaker on support. My hope here, and this is something that I kind of toyed with in the Liverpool game, and it worked okay, but I had Messi as a deep-lying playmaker, or deep-lying forward, so I'm going to attack, not support, is I want Messi to sort of drop in and sort of play in these guys. I want to sort of get players around Messi as much as possible, get our fullbacks forward to provide the width. So I'm hoping this little rejig of the attacking quartet will see goals for us. That's the hope. We'll see against Arsenal, won't we, if it works or not. I'm still sort of toying around to get the best out of Messi, I think. So on the bench for this season, George Cadell is officially the number 2. He'll be fine there. Chambers drops out of the starting lineup, but he's still a quality, important player for us. Dali on the bench as well. Good backup fullback. Tonali, I think he's destined to be a rotation player for us, even though his contract says he's a key player. We just keep finding better players, don't we? Grealish on the bench for this one, but as I said, he will play a lot of games this year as well. Marin, the fact that Marin's on the bench, that fills me with hope. just fills me with hope for humanity. And then Labadovic as well, an absolute star at the end of last year. He goes on the bench for this one as well. So let's not wait any longer. Let's get the new season underway. So it looks like we're matching up man for man with Arsenal. They just have the Wonderboo and Crotone. We have just... No, because we played the Charity Shield, didn't we? So a lot of our guys have already made their debuts. Just Leroy making his debut in this one. Let's just see how we go here. At Villa Park, so it would be really nice to try and get a good result early on here. Let's just go out there and enjoy ourselves today, please, boys. Some calm, we have faith. I'm really, really curious to see how this attacking quartet goes. We've got to accept with Messi. He doesn't have the physical ability to run around anymore. But like I say, I want the game to kind of take place around him. So I'm hoping that will be the case. Oh, I forgot to mention it. Paul Walker, I did change your squad number to 66. So that's been done for you for this season. I did, as I said, I just forgot to sort of show it, but it has been done. Here's a ball, Rodrigo back out for Napo. Maybe there was a better option there. Cross to the back post. Rashid is there, and it's straight into Leno's hands. We know Rashid is an absolute beast in the air. Really, really strong. That's a good throw out from Leno, isn't it? Here goes Everton. A little bit too much space on the counter-attack here, perhaps. Oh, could we have won that? Could we have won that? Come on, boys. Come on. Let's not go behind here, please. Away. AR's missed a header, and we are behind. Not the start we wanted, I would hasten to add there, but Silvio Enriquez just seems to score against us, or Enrique, however you pronounce that. Look, it was this AR header. I don't know what he's doing, and to be fair, Forster probably could have anticipated that a little bit better, I would have thought. That's not the start we wanted. All right, come on, boys. Let's bounce back from that. Let's go attacking. All right, here we go. Forster in for Rashid. We will see them, of course, sort of more infield, won't we, if they're playing as inside forwards. Like I say, the plan there is just to try and get players around Messi as much as possible. Here goes Leroy. That's a good ball in there. Here goes Messi. First touch. Look at that for Rashid. Oh, that's what we want Messi to be doing as well. Oh, that was almost a wonderful, wonderful goal. Is the highlight going to continue here? I do worry that maybe we're a little bit too opened in midfield here. Bree with the header. AR should win that, and does, and that's the end of the highlight. That's the reason that I put AR in there instead of a Grealish or a Silla. But I'm just wondering if we are still a little bit too open. Leroy's done really well there. We go early. I don't think Messi's running that down, to be honest. That's a bit of a wasted ball forward. I'm thinking we're too open in midfield here, aren't we? Oof. We're going to have to close up the lines a little bit, which is fine. No problem doing that. There's too much space in there right now. When we don't have the ball, I think we just need to be regathering ourselves a little bit quicker there. All right, let's get creative here, boys. Come on. It's been an even game. I don't think we necessarily deserve to be behind here, but we are, and that's where we're at. Let's defend here, please, boys. Oh, it's a lot of space on the edge of the area, and Gustavo Chen has added a second goal to their lead. What can we do here? We haven't seen Almeida in this game whatsoever, have we? Let's demand more. It's not great, is it? I mean, we're looking anxious and nervous. Messi kicks us off to Almeida. It is going to take a little bit of time. We've got more than some. We do have quite a few new players in the team that are upgrades and that will make us better. But, I tell you, if he'd scored that would have just been walk off and admit it's not our day. It is going to take some time. We have Leroy in midfield, as I said, with Messi up front. We've got a new defender as well. It is going to take a little bit of time to gel. There's a good-looking pass, and it's just didn't quite click there, did it? There's a part of me that wonders if we're better off, instead of having Almeida in a number 10 role, to play two up top, and sort of have Messi as the deep lying forward, and then somebody else sort of leading the line proper. Breeze sort of just hack that forward aimlessly. AR wins the header in midfield. Messi in for Rodrigo. I'm wondering if we have too many players in there maybe as well. I wonder if we... Yeah. Leroy goes on a bit of a run and just loses out. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm wondering if we need to go maybe back to wingers. I mean, that's not great, is it? Yeah, I just wonder if there's too many players in the middle of the field there and we're not spreading it enough. But at 3-0 down... yeah, not the start we wanted, is it? Not the start we wanted. This looked like it. The cross in here looked like it took a bit of a deflection, so we're a little bit unlucky on that one. Maybe not. It's a good goal from them, isn't it? But it's not the start to our Premier League defence we were looking for. Let's get creative here, boys. Come on. Maybe the pre-game team talk didn't quite work. I don't think we've been that bad. Defensively, we've looked a little bit sketchy, though, haven't we? We haven't really looked that great. I mean, it's been a very poor performance. Look at those match ratings. Not good at all. Aggressive. Show me something else. I don't really think there's a way back into this, to be honest, but never give up. Messi's actually looked okay, hasn't he? He's got the best average rating of anybody, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how we react here. I'm just trying to think the best way to try and change things here. We've gone back to wingers, so we're going to give that a chance. Here's Almeida. Oh, we don't look good, do we? We're running into their players. That's a couple of times now. Leroy did it sort of in the lead up to their third goal, I think, wasn't it? Just ran into trouble. Mosley goes on a bit of a wander. That's okay, though. Leroy looks for a pass. That's a stunning ball out there for Bree. For Rashid, can we get in there? Oh, it's off. It's a good save from Leno. Rashid again, he wins that, but something's happened. He's handled the ball. Oh, come on, referee. That's not a yellow card. Unlucky there. Come on, boys. Let's get creative. Let's just relax and get creative here. All right. Rodrigo with the ball. Back for Nepo. For Rodrigo. What's he going to do here? Patient build up. Don't hate it. It's a bit of a lump forward, though. That's not really what we needed, is it? Come on, boys. Everton runs into our box. Oh, we're not looking good defensively, are we? We're looking extremely, extremely poor, as a matter of fact. We're lunging into tackles in the penalty area like there is no tomorrow. What can we do to change this? I mean, considering the instructions, stay on your feet, that's worrying, isn't it? Let's maybe lower the tempo and just try that. Well, maybe we shouldn't be more expressive. I think we're expressing ourselves enough right now. Let's try attacking with a little bit more width. Do we want to go? Let's just leave it like that. Let's maybe take it off work ball into the box. There's not really a large amount of space out wide, so I don't really want to do that. I think I have sun shining on my face. If that's the case, I apologize. I'll try and sit back a little bit. All right, come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we're waiting for the ball to come to us. Attack the ball, guys. Come on, that's under 9 stuff. Mosley with a save. But that is... yeah, it's not going particularly well. I think we're going to have to do defensive work in training this week, aren't we? Oh, look at that. They're playing well. I wonder how much of them playing well is down to us playing like absolute amateurs. But... yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments if there's something... have we looked better with wingers? I don't know that we've looked that much different, to be honest. It's just been a disappointing way to start. Here's a chance now. Almeida there for Rodrigo! Oh, we still can't find a way through. On another day, I tell you, we have had some good chances, haven't we? Going forward, we haven't looked too bad. We've come up a keeper on a good day. We have probably given him a little bit too much of a chance in some of them, but yeah. I don't like this anxiousness, guys. I don't know what this is all about. Let's wait and see what happens with this highlight first. Come on, boys. Wait, Nepo's there. Messi can't quite get to that. Ball comes back in. Oh, Mosley. I mean, it's not our day. We'll try and encourage at this point because I don't know what else we can do. But Mosley in goal has... I think he's had one here. You've got to be saving that. Yeah, can we get some sort of respectability back here? Oh, Messi! There it is. First goal for the club. First game in the Premier League. And there we go. Here's the comeback on. Come on, boys. Let's push forward. Let's keep going for this. Messi at the back post. No mistake from that. That's not really the goal you would have expected Messi to score, but we'll take it. We will take it. All right. We might need to make some subs here, I think, because we're just not playing well, are we? It's not happening for a number of our players. What do we need to do here? We'll wait for this highlight to finish. Hopefully... oh, come on, boys. Just defend. For the love of everything football. Okay, so what we will do... let's... Rashid's having an absolute nightmare. So let's bring Marin on for him. He can play on the right. Let's bring Grealish on for Almeida. Or Lab. I'm tempted. I want to kind of try... I mean, given that the game's essentially gone, I do want to try the 2 up top. And just see if that makes any difference at all. If Messi's going to drop in, just have somebody up there that is sort of leading the line for us. I think ideally what I would like to do is probably have this man be Rodrigo and then play Marin on the left. But we'll try it like this for now. We'll give them another encourage here when we can. Just, yeah, it's not been a good day, has it? I mean, as I said, I don't think the match stats, I don't think it's been, let me know what you think, I don't think it's been a 4-1 game. They seem to have scored every time they've got forward, which, you know, isn't great. I don't know if, I think that says more about their finishing or our defending necessarily. got that one away. We've got a new central defensive partnership as well. I mean, they did really well against Liverpool, which is what kind of annoys me a little bit about this, is that, I mean, Arsenal's a good team as well. You know, they almost won the league last year, didn't they? That's just is offside, but that's not good defending. How offside was it? Yeah, they're quite offside there, I think, aren't they? Easy one for the linesman, that one, I would suggest. And there we go. Well, we've got Messi off the mark, which is a good thing. And it's probably about the only good thing to come out of this game, I would hasten to add. As I said, we'll work on defense in training. Another day we could have scored more goals. And I don't think it's a 4-1 game. I really, really don't. I think maybe 3-1 or 3-2 would have maybe reflected the game a little bit more fairly, but I don't think we deserve to win it. We'll definitely better second half, which is something, I guess. I mean, that wasn't good enough. Arsenal East, it's just a really disappointing way to start the season, wasn't it? Almeida's out for a couple of days. You're fine, mate. You'll be fine. Leroy makes his debut. Debuts are all out of the way now for the most part, which is all good. That wasn't what I was expecting, I'll be honest. That wasn't what I was expecting. I just want to... Paul Walker, here we go here. There you go, number 66, mate. So you're all good to go. Yeah, I mean, do we want to look at the league table? Probably not. We're firmly rooted at the bottom of it, I would imagine. There we go. That was only the second game of the year, though, so maybe somebody else will get spanked. We'll climb up a little bit. But as I said, not the start we were looking for. Sorry about that, guys, but we did get Messi on the score sheet, so that's nice, isn't it? Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. I don't know why you would have enjoyed that, but maybe you did. Maybe you did anyway. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're just discovering it for the new season, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes, and we will definitely be better than that. That was not a typical Villa performance. That was a little bit poor. But as we play more, we will get better. We will be back. We'll be back on Wednesday. I think what we might do... I know there's United and Liverpool in there, but I'm looking at Manchester City and the Champions League, the first game in the Champions League, and I'm thinking that's probably a good time to come back. So make sure you join me Wednesday for that. We'll also have our group stage draw. What I'll do is I'll try and remember to tweet out the group at Aussie Villain on Twitter. Tweet out the group when we have it, but if not, I'll show the draw at the start of next episode. So until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.